Hello everybody, I'm back with another video for you today, and today I have some Swarm Northern Realms to try out with you. I don't really know if this archetype's any good, I haven't really seen it, I haven't tried it myself yet, but I figure King Foltest, other people have tried King Foltest with good old-fashioned done banners, maybe with Royal Inspiration and the old Meve ability to boost these guys repeatedly and get a lot of copies of them into the deck, along with Blue Striped Scouts and Pavetta to shuffle them back and get them back out later on. I figure playing Uprising is probably better than playing, whatever the Royal Inspiration, whatever it's called. It's so underplayed that the name doesn't roll off my tongue as fluidly as some of the other leader names. Anyway, yeah, we're going to have more finisher value. Scytheman was nerfed, but it's still pretty good. There's some argument to maybe do some Erland shenanigans or something to immediately get all of your cavalry boosted, but instead of that I'm going with Swarm synergy. So we've got Bone Talisman here as a one-of, and Triss to fetch for one, and we have Queen Meve. I think Queen Meve will probably be quite bad, but I want to give her a fair shot. I do want to play the card, I do want to try playing it and boosting it with the leader, and then just waiting for that countdown. It should be very good if the opponent doesn't have any removal or damage, but yeah, most decks do tend to have some kind of damage, so probably her inspired effect won't work that often and she will just get taken out. But maybe it will provide some of our engines a bit of space to get value. Keldar, Anastrenga, Kerak frigates, we're going to bring these guys back to swarm the board a bit, as well as smoke them out. And of course they just work very well with Talisman. So I think our short round should be incredible with done banners if we can set them up and get them out. And our long round should also be very good with all the swarm synergy and engines that we pile on. So it should be a fun one to play. Can't say how good it will be, but let's go and find out. And it looks like our first opponent will be a bit of Ursine Ritual. Quite interesting. That was quite loud in my ear. But yeah, haven't really seen a huge amount of Lippy on this patch personally. I haven't played a huge amount on this patch personally, so keep that in mind. Yeah, been taking a bit of a... I don't know, I played quite a lot when the new leader cards came out, but I think everyone's just a little bit burnt out, I guess, on current Gwent. I don't know how to explain that. Maybe it's just me. Let me know how your experience is. Let's get rid of Dun Banner here. And then probably one Scytheman. I don't think we're in a huge need of those early on here. Not a huge, not a great chance of our Foltest surviving. We can play it though after we've already got Dun Banners out. So that will probably be the game plan here. We can play him hopefully when Dun Banner's already on the board, getting boosted by like a drummer for example. So we can play it quite slowly, try to put on some pressure and then, yeah, carry over a little bit, maybe pull a scout out. I don't know, this deck might be trying to do a few too many things at the same time, because we are trying to play for carryover with the scouts, we're trying to play for swarm value with the talismans and whatnot, so it might be overreaching, trying a bit too hard to do everything, but we'll see how it goes. Can't say for sure.
I promise you a quick death.
Alright, we have Brokvar Hunter as the first play. Nothing wrong with one of those guys. We don't have really any removal in this deck. I was considering Ansays, I was considering Shield Wall, but we are neither of those things currently, and we will just go
not without good reason. They call him the Stern.
I wouldn't be surprised if all of our dudes just end up dying here. Might make it difficult. Might make this round pretty tricky. May end up having to play a Foltest just on the board and hope that it lives. We can go AA, we can go Amphibious Assault into all manner of things, so that remains an option. Are we going to just feed a frigate to the opponent here? We may not have much of a choice. Difficult. I have a feeling it will die. We could go Amphibious Assault first. We know we're kind of most likely up against Lippy. I think I'll go with frigate. If things go badly from this point onwards, well, they may run out of removal, right? Maybe we even play a drummer on the board as it is. Maybe they play a Lubos.
Come on, let's go. Time to face our fears.
Okay. So that means they do have more more value on this available. I might just play Foltest now. I mean, we can use Foltest later in the game, interestingly. That is a possible thing. So maybe the play here is actually to play a weak card. Or something that we consider to be weak. And then take a pass and actually try to just defend a push in round 2. And go for a long, you know, a last round pretty nice AA. Maybe we play Pavetta. That could be quite interesting. Quite an interesting game plan. Question is, what would we go with then? Maybe just a Scytheman? Or even a Drummer? Drummer, we can maybe get more removal from them. I'll play Drummer.
Army's a waste of time.
I'll play Drummer, and we'll see how this goes. I mean, we might want the Drummer for later, right, to get Foltest value and whatnot, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm not convinced that Foltest is going to stick around in this game. I think he will probably meet the cursed fate, cursed corruption, or heat waved away, probably, something like that. Not too optimistic about his chances. I'm getting Burner Bran, okay, it's a good card.
So be it.
Also, not losing our Drummer here, which is...
Let's not get in the way of me.
Might be, I guess, but looks like not, no. Okay. So I could play Dunbanner. I could attempt to get a little bit of value on this and carry them over. Could do that. We're very far behind in points, so that's my one kind of concern here. That burner play was just pretty huge. Roach is out, Nicker's out. I think we take a pass here. I think we just take a pass. Ideally, this will make life a bit difficult for the opponent in round 2 to push all the way, because they probably won't want to play Lippy before having played Ceres. So there may be trouble getting that, you know, for the opponent to play. My words. I'm stuttering a little bit. I'm excited. I'm tense. I'm ready. Oh, they're even considering playing here? Kind of curious. Now, part of me wonders, do we get rid of a Pavetta here? Is Pavetta going to weigh us down in this next round? We know that we'll for sure draw into her, because we can draw into her through the use of Aneromancy and AA in the next round. So I think mulliganing Pavetta might be smart here, because this is a card we never really want to play in this round, and having it could cause life to be a bit awkward for us. Okay, the hand is good, it's solid. Half tempted to get rid of a Royal Guard, maybe. It's not the best card ever, probably don't need it. It might be somewhat useful to tank against removal and such, but okay, whatever. Sergeant, same difference. Would quite like something like the Triss. Meve maybe as our final puzzle piece here, but I think we should be okay. We've just got to defend this this typical Ursine.
No rest! No reprieve!
No rest, no reprieve for us, unfortunately. Now, where do we begin here? It could just be with the Kedweni Sergeant, I don't mind it. It's pretty slow, but, you know. I'm a bit worried about... I mean, we could play lots of cards, right? But I think we'll go this. I'm just a bit worried about playing AA onto the frigate, for example. It doesn't seem too good in this round. I think we can swarm somewhat decently without,
listen here. Listen
that.
well.
So, okay, what do they discard? Spores, interesting. This looks like probably a Dunbanner play now. Dunbanner play now, use 1 charge, then we can full test. How does that sound? It sounds pretty good in my mind. Okay. And where do we play it? Front or back? Don't think it makes a huge difference. But yeah, I think we're just done bannering now. This will allow us to get points. Okay, interestingly, a lot of stuff is going to come on front, right? Maybe if we're going to take... Yeah, okay, so we should put it on
Alert! To arms!
Aye, aye, sir.
So now we're ready with full test. This deck is... Ooh, this could be spicy, I'm telling you. It's very nice that you can instantly get a bit of full test value. I'm very happy about that. I like that. Okay, so now I think we put everything else on front row. that we can. Maybe not drummer, but everything else we can. Now our Foltest will probably bite the bullet here and die, but I think that's kind of okay, right? We've already got a bit of value from him. We've got essentially 10 points from him and 3 carryovers, so 13 for 12. He eats a heat wave as well. Not a bad result for us, not a bad result for us. So now we can put more dun banners in our deck, right? So I think the best way to do this is probably, well, yeah, we should probably go scout first. It's going to be the most points we can make. Just scout, I think. And we'll prepare the drummer play.
Bloody non-humans.
Could play a second scout with a Neuromancy. I'm strongly considering it because it is a carryover play effectively. If we are sure we won't need that play for like taking a Meve or something, or some kind of powerful card, Triss. As long as that's the case, then we should be okay to take another scout. It's a 7-point play in this round. Kind of swarms the board in a way, so it's pretty decent.
Need a hand? Just chop one off.
Okay. Maybe we'd actually drummer now. I'm a little bit worried that we're, going to be falling behind slightly. And I mean, if they remove drummer, we just use a Neuromancy for something other than scout, I think. I just want to get this engine online, basically,
right,
because
left,
otherwise it would be
right.
very bad at the end of the round if we end up having to play it. Don't want to play a dead drummer. It's not really a fun thing to do.
I'll cleave you in two.
Okay, lots of points from the opponent here. We might want to play a Keldar now. Keldar could be on the cards. We could also just go with Natalis and to smoke them out and try to swarm up a little bit and get value with Scytheman. I think playing a Keldar first is wise. It might end up dying. We're going to probably get out the round here, though.
And be specific, will you?
And if we're able to play
Yeah,
another
you
scout,
mentioned
well, that's
it. Much
actually good
better at
news for
that.
us, because even more carryover coming our way. So I'm feeling okay here. I'm feeling okay. So can we get away with the scout? I think we can. Yes, we definitely can. So that'll certainly be the play here.
Regroup.
You've
Alright.
got to be quick. You've got to dodge. You've got to have
Just
the...
about enough
But
points.
I don't train on the
So
code.
even
I
cards,
hate
we
it.
have a stronger leader than them. They've got Ceres, but we actually have a ton of dun banners here. 15 points worth. We can for sure get that. We're going to have Bone Talisman, which I'm not sure it's going to be too hot, so we may want to mulligan that. Although we've got double smoke amount potential with Scytheman. It's interesting, isn't it? I think we'll mulligan one smoke them out, because that could be a potential brick here, and we don't want to brick. Actually, yeah, we should do that, because otherwise Natalis could be a bit dead. Since we drew Meve, I'm a bit worried she won't actually work, though, is the problem. But maybe we get rid of Talisman. It's not insanely valuable. It's not too bad, though, either. Maybe Scytheman is the kick, actually. This is interesting. Okay, we're going to have to make do with this hand, I think. Ooh, is it good enough? Fascinating. Well, I guess we're going to find out. So we obviously want to Pavetta. Pavetta's pretty key. We've got to think very carefully about which rows we want to go on here. So our dun banner, I guess we're just going to throw everything on back. Yeah, probably. So go Pavetta first. Shuffle the dun banners. I mean, I think we should be in good shape because this Talisman will actually provide a lot of value to our Scythemen. We've just got to be careful that we don't overstack or anything like that. Maybe going front row was correct because then the Natalis body as well. I don't know. So I imagine they have Curse of Corruption, which means I'm going to hold on to Meve as late as I can because I don't really want her to die. That would be pretty sad. I don't know what's the score here. Is there Mortvarg in hand? It's a bit odd. Opponent might be in a bit of a troubling situation. We will see. Maybe they just forgot how to end the turn. Forgot that they have to do that. That's the most likely thing here. I think. Okay, well, here's to hoping they don't rope every single turn. That would be a little bit annoying. A little bit of a pain. I think now we actually go ahead and play our Dunbanner. Pull them out of the deck. Does give them a very nice Curse of Corruption, but what can you do, right? What can you do? And we're going back through.
Finally.
I mean, this is a monster play. Look at that. Basically, I have my own Ceres. Not quite as good, but certainly isn't too bad. And we're going to have Meve. I think we have to play Meve probably now. I don't think Meve is going to go off here, but we can hope. We can pray that they don't have any more damage, or enough damage to stop the Meve play anyway.
It's war you want? Then war you shall
boost her
have!
for the inspired value, of course. I think she'll be getting dealt with, which poses a bit of a problem, because then my smoke amount isn't really working in the way I'd love it to be. I'm still going to play it now, but yeah, Meve is unfortunately not great here. We still play smoke amount now, otherwise we miss out on too much value from both the Talisman and the Talus, so we will play that. And we've got 6 on the bottom row, so
Temeria has yet to speak its
I don't know
last.
which row it's actually technically better to play this on. It's better to play this on back row if we think they're gonna. I think we'll err on the safe side here and go for the front row. Because if we go back, we can't do double sidemen on back, so we miss out on a lot of points on the sidemen. But you know,
What are you
it
gonna
would be
do?
wrong if they're
eh?
going to kill a unit, but we can't know for sure whether they will or won't do that. I think we should be fine. I mean, we have a ton of points here. We've got a better leader than them. Lacerate! Oh, are you serious right now? Why have they got a lacerate?
Should have listened to me, old lady.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well,
This harvest.
hopefully we have enough here. They need 25 points. The lacerate is quite the nasty card for us to deal with. Is Ceres good enough?
All together!
Oh, you're joking me. 1 point. Oh, that's terrible news. Terrible news. Ah, well, what can you do? Lacerate really just... Terrible, terrible. Alright, let's go for another game. Sadly, I think we're seeing the downside of Meve.
You just picked a fight with the wrong kind
Probably
of
could have just
Skelliger.
played her before the Dunbanner, eaten the Curse of Corruption with her. Yeah, that's the sad thing. She ends up being kind of quite a weak card, I think. With that Inspired ability having to... I don't know why she has Inspired, it seems a bit redundant. It's still been not the best card ever without it. It's a bit of a weird one. But I'm playing it nonetheless. I want to try out these cards, I want to give them their fair shake, you know, I don't want to call it too early. Alright, what do we got here? Okay. Got Dunbanner, that's nice. Let's get rid of 1 roll guard, maybe 1 sergeant, and then call it a day. Pretty decent hand here. We've got both of our thinning cards. We've got Dunbanner.
No
Royal
sound
Guards, we've got a
asleep,
frigate if
is
we
it?
want to go with that as well. For points,
Not
I'll
without
start with
good
Royal
reason.
Guard.
They call him the Stern.
Can begin the juice them up. Probably gonna play.
Open sesame.
I'm gonna boost the drummer, I think here. Either the drummer or Anna. Anna's not a bad option either. I'm gonna want to push this around because we have access to Full Test if we need it. We have Dunbanner. So, that being said, what are we doing? Just drummer. Save Anna for later, I suppose. It's probably wise.
Again and again.
Can always play Anna into the drummer. Drummer's quite a nasty card to deal with here. You'd have to fill up it probably, or Heatwave. And I guess a Heatwave onto Anna would be more, you know, would be better for the opponent. Ooh, poisons, okay. That's quite nasty. That is quite nasty. Not often seeing poison in Syndicate. I guess it's a recent development.
Finally.
Still gonna play my Dunbanner here, no reason not to.
Alert! To arms!
Can go with like a full test
Nose,
and then
mouth,
just use 1 leader
any
charge
hole
on a
will do.
Dunbanner here. So I think that's probably the line of play we go for. Unless we want to go for the Anna, but I think just...
Regroup.
Yeah, I think we'll just go for the value. Maybe we play frigate here as well to get those points rolling. But I'm not sure I want to play the Anna. We'll see, we'll see. There's definitely full test value available, but also later in the game there will be full test value available, so you don't necessarily have to jump the gun. Don't have to play it this round for sure, if you don't want to. I think I will want to play my other scout to get at least 4 done banner ready for later. It's just very nice for like swarming the board. I mean, we could be doing this with commandos as well, but the problem with commandos is they require, of course, a bit of a different leader to actually work. Let's go with frigate. I mean, they just used a payday, so there's a chance they won't have an answer here. And if they do, then we're at least getting the paydays out. We're getting the removal from them at this stage. We're getting crime cards without a cleaver on the board, which is something good. I think so, anyway. I think that's not the end of the world. And yeah, if we want to pull these guys, then we can play full test and boost in the same turn, and then we've got the potential to then go talisman. I don't actually know how talisman would work there. We probably should be playing these like on the front row, right? Because in that case, yeah. Why are they using leader charges? Really, leader charges to get bow talent? Really? That's pretty mad if you ask me. I think we have enough points. Let's calculate. 4 plus 9, 13. So we need 8. Yeah, we've got it very easily. So we will play another scout.
Elves must die!
We don't pull them yet. We maybe play full test next. Depends what happens here. Okay, the opponent passed. So we probably don't play full test in that case, I think. It's quite interesting. I'm wondering whether we should even push round 2 or not as well against this. Because of course cleaver is very scary if left unanswered, right? So the real question is, are we pushing round 2 or not? If we are, well then, I don't know. It's a very tricky decision. I think our long round should be very solid, but equally, maybe bleeding out cleaver is the way. Okay, well we know we're going to click this, right? I think Bone Talisman might be fine to play here. Or Triss. Let's go Triss. Let's go Triss. Because there's a good chance that it's not going to be worth that many points later on. Not going to be taking a Talisman. Not sure about this decision. This was a very very hard one. But I think we should be rewarded for it. We'll see. Very tricky decision. Means we can hold on to Anna. It's not the best card ever, but it's solid. Means we can Neuromancy this round to do a push. Probably gonna mulligan guards and then sidemen, I think. Okay, a little bit careful here. Philippa could be very nasty. Oh goodness. Goodness gracious me. Also worry about tunnel drill. There's just a lot of nasty things here. Okay. Alright, maybe we go with just frigate. I mean, there's always the chance of Philippa coming, right? So maybe we go Pavetta. What do we think about Pavetta now? Pavetta now, just to set the juice up? Yeah, I think that's a good play.
You must stop! Please!
Okay. We'll see where we go from here. There's a lot of lines available. We're going to get a Jax. It's a pretty strong play.
Time, sword, axe, the age of the wolf and
Still
storm
very
is
vulnerable
nigh.
to like the likes of Philippa and whatnot. So maybe here we're just going to try to... I think I'm just going to play
Army's a waste of
drummer.
time for one like me.
Try to take removal from them. Try to make a cleaver quite a bit weaker if they have it for round 3. And right now just really... I don't know. We could end up playing the Dun Banner, but I think I'll hold on to them and try to do a full test with them last round. We'll see how it goes. And also look to play the frigate. We're probably going to be a card down for round 3 in this situation. Okay, morale, that's a pretty decent card.
In my trade, I am a great artist.
Play frigate now. I think we're going to play this round out. I mean, I don't know the full extent of how many cards we're going to play. Maybe all the way down to AA? Maybe not. Maybe we actually take a pass like now. Now can be a good pass. They just used all their coins. So we're not up against any carryover. We've traded bad cards for good cards. It's a bit iffy, man, because Tunnel Drill is still a thing. But I think this is our best shot that we have. Taking a pass now will give us the most, you know, the biggest chance of winning here, I think. Could have also just gone for the long round, but I'm not entirely confident with Cleaver and everything that we'd be okay. So we'll see here. Maybe Meve will be letting us down again, screwing us over. Smoke him out can go. Kedwani Sergeant can go. Okay. Okay, not the worst hand. Can access all our golds should we want to do that. Can swarm quite effectively with Foltest. I don't know how this is going to go. We can't get a huge amount of value from Keldar and Anna. They're probably going to get Philippid. Or just dealt with by removal. I mean, there's a reason Line Pockets is probably the best deck in the game, right? It's just got a lot of removal, a lot of points, bit of everything. And here comes
Looky
Cleaver.
here, if it ain't Cyprian Wiley.
Okay. So how do we play this out? I think the first play has to be either Keldar or AA, and it kind of makes more sense to do an AA, right? So we'll do that. Do an AA and we'll put it on, doesn't really matter which row, I guess front.
Aye, aye, sir.
Aye, aye, sir.
Final.
Boys are here. Next we can go with a Foltest. Either Foltest or Keldar, whichever seems better. This is going to be very difficult. I don't think we're going to get Meve value. Like, Meve is just bad. I'm realizing that after playing this, but what can you do? It's just a really bad card. Really, really terrible. At least it's a threat, I guess. Maybe they'll have to invest removal into it, but that's all you can say good about it. It's just, it makes no sense that it has this inspired ability, right? No way it was going to be OP without it. So I see it anyway. Okay, playing Tunnel Drill without playing coins is quite interesting. I mean, our units are just not going to live here, right? Unfortunately. So what is the best play we can make? It's got to be Foltest, right? Just seems to be the most points. I don't think anything is really going to live for us here, but what can you do?
Close ranks!
What can you do? Okay, we're getting a heat wave on Foltest. That's curious. But okay, fair enough, fair enough. Would have expected that to come on Dun Banner, but you know, or they could just kill the Foltest with damage, right? Maybe they want to damage the boosted units to make our Uprising a bit weaker. I think I'll go Keldar now then. Or do we have to go Meve? I guess we have to go Meve. Meve is just so horribly bad, man. It's just so horribly bad. I guess it's Anna now. Anna never lives though, and Meve is just dead. Oh, Meve is such a terrible card. Gosh. It's quite sad, isn't it? I'll tell you what, we'll play Meve now. We'll play Meve now.
We will never bow to the invader!
Hopefully it'll tank removal. If it doesn't, oh god, it's just a nightmare. The deck's just not working. Just not happening, man. It's a struggle playing these slightly suboptimal cards, shall we say. But what can you do? What can you do? We're just making ends meet here. Trying very hard. I think this should activate, right? But I think it requires me to play Bone Talisman now to boost the Meve. Either that or Anna, and if I'm playing that, if I'm playing Anna, I probably shouldn't have put this here.
But the pay's better for
Should put it on the other side. Not the biggest deal, not the biggest worry. Oh god, will this work? I don't even know, mate. So what's it going to be? Talisman now? I guess Talisman's kind of a safe play, right? Well, it doesn't feel great. Oh, but nothing I do feels great here. Alright, whatever. Talisman it is. Go on, Meve. Make us proud. Nope. They're actually going to take it. Ah, why? Okay, well at least that's all of their, you know, goods. Let's go Anna now, and then Keldar at the end. This has just gone horribly, man. Absolutely miserably. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness me. Cleaver Meve. I'm getting defeated by my own Meve.
Unlike some, my dear Cohen, I polish my quill.
Much better at that.
It probably ends up not being that. Yeah, it's actually. Are you kidding? One pointer again.
Not sure for what just yet.
Oh god, if we weren't playing Meve, this would be so much better, this deck. Holy hell. Okay, well, whatever. At least you guys are learning that Meve is a truly awful card. Let's go for one more game. And the final boss shall be a little bit of Arachas Swarm. So a bit of Swarm versus Swarm gameplay. Should be quite interesting. I think they have the more refined Swarm deck, shall we say. The opponent here, probably. Let's get rid of Scytheman, Sergeant, and I suppose Royal Guards. I'm a bit worried about, actually maybe getting rid of Sergeant was wrong, because it is a card that can be used to boost our Dun banner. Not sure it matters too much though. Not sure it matters too much. So we can just go with Dun banners here. Do we want to do that? That's the question. We could go AA into maybe a frigate. We could get frigate going. We could go AA into drummer. Drummer? That could be the way, right? We could go drummer. Maybe this is our chance for a big amount of guys. Yeah, I quite like it. Okay. Let's go AA drummer.
Clouds gather over Temeria.
And probably put this on back row actually, which is a bit of a weird play, but
Again and again and again.
we can go Dun banner afterwards. Protected from predatory dive nonsense. Yerden might be annoying. I know a lot of Swarm decks tend to play Yerden, so that could be a bit of a problem for us. But we'll see, we'll see. It might not be the end of the world, because we have quite a lot of points that are not reliant on that stuff. Squirrel is just annoying, man. Like, people playing Squirrel in current years. It's quite frustrating.
Aye, aye, sir.
Get the boys in blue out. They're not the boys in blue, but close enough. These are the boys in blue. These are the horsemen. Like the horse girls in school. You guys had those, right? Pretend to be horses and shit. That's Northern Realms equivalent is these guys. I mean, they have actual horses, so it's not really... yeah. Oh, goodness. Okay, Maxi. We're not really getting much from the opponent. They may be trying to get out of this round very quickly. I wouldn't be surprised about that. Do they run Doragare? Some of these decks do, right? We're a bit worried about walking right into a heatwave. But
Open this gate, kneel before your king, and I shall show you mercy.
I think it's fine, right? If they have a heatwave. At least it's a heatwave gone. In that case. I mean, this matchup, aside from probably Overwhelming Hunger, is probably the one matchup where we might find Meve value. Quite incredible if that's the case. Can't really count on it. By the way, guys, if you have suggestions for decks, for things I should try, then please, please, I beg you,
Regroup.
send them my way. I want something to play. I do want to do something
Alert! To arms!
different, wacky. That's why I'm trying this deck. So if you have any ideas, I'm feeling a little bit dry when it comes to ideas at the moment. Okay, I think we pass here because we do want to bleed them. Do we want to bleed them? I don't know. I don't suppose our long round will be better than theirs. I think we can probably push. This is going to be wacky. It's going to be pretty wild. I don't know how this will go. I guess we'll just play engines and force them to respond to them, and yeah, chill out. Chill out, have a good time. Mulligan, smoke them out. Mulligan, ooh, drummer? Drummer's okay. Quite like the hand. Maybe a frigate can go. I don't know. Don't know. It's a pretty decent hand. Okay, we'll go Pavetta. Pavetta. And then probably drummer. Afterwards. Drummer, and then we can go basically. I'm just worried about dive, right? Like dive is a real pain to deal with.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
I mean, maybe there's an argument to like all in this round. I don't know. I have a feeling this just dies to natural selection, right? Kind of sad. Meve will probably never go off. If Meve were going off, then our swarm might be kind of comparable to theirs.
Mankind is a virus, a plague.
Out in that case. Okay. Times like these I wish I was shield wall, because then I could go Anna, shield wall it, and it would be quite good, right? But here, I mean, do we have much chance? Like, does pushing here make much sense? Maybe. I don't really know. I don't really know. Maybe it does. Maybe we can outpoint them. The problem is Yerden! Oh god, this is just nightmarish. It's just nightmarish. If we go into a long round, we get Yerden, right? And we're probably just dead. Because all our engines do nothing in that case. Oh god, it's pretty disgusting. Okay, let's go frigate. Let's go frigate, and hopefully this will get a parasite from them. If it does, we then have Anna. And we can make something happen. Can't maybe make everything happen, but we can make something happen. Not sure what exactly, but we'll find out. There's always the possibility for us to actually hold on to our Dunbanner, which is maybe what we do here. Here's our Anna. So it's fallen into our trap. They've basically used all their removal now, right? Apart from selections. So Keldar should survive as well, which is nice for us. They're going to want to swarm before using all their... Oh god, this may just be unwinnable. Oh god, I don't know. I feel like I'm playing not a great deck here. It's like a lot of stuff just beats us, but... Hey, this is just sort of a superior version of our deck in a way, right? Which is quite depressing. Is it Meve time? Gosh. Might be Meve time. I mean, if Meve is going to go off, it's going to be in this round, right? That's going to be the one chance we have, I think. Okay. Keldar next, probably. This is just going to get smacked by selection, but that's okay. Probably should have put it on the right, actually. Technically. Okay, we're getting Blood Moon. Come on, Meve. Dodge the Blood Moon. Keldar, go.
One of you must know
Okay, we're just gonna. I think we're just gonna fight this now. One issue we may have is
The windmiller hit you hard.
I don't know. We might be fine. Dunbanner can come on back row. I'm worried that it might be too much. Too much on the back row. We'll see. We will see, won't we? If Meve goes off, it's a very big amount of tempo that we gain. Warrior, that's a pretty bad play. I wonder why they're going for that. Are they scared? Smell blood in the water right now? I think we do. I feel like we surely do. Let's bring the... Ooh, did we bring the Dunbanners out? I wonder if there's an argument to Triss instead. Because in a short round, these guys are pretty good. I think we have to go all in. I think we have to maximize here. And we need to play the scout,
aye,
right?
sir.
Which requires us to play the done now.
Finally.
Okay, this might work out in our favour. This might work out in our favour.
Can I do the
I
pendulum?
mean, look,
I'm much
we've actually
better at
swarmed quite considerably. Quite considerably indeed. Maybe even too much. I should have put Keldar in front. I think. Slight mistake there. Might cost us dearly. Okay, it's time for Meve to redeem herself, I think. Can you do it, Meve? Counting on you. Please. Ah, this works so well though, right? Okay, no it doesn't. This is scuffed as heck. Yerden's gonna really hurt us. So do we just pass now? Oh, what about a pass here? How incredible is this? As a pass spot. We get this big Meve buff. We have to calculate our Keldar and Astrenga points. We don't play into Yerden too hard. I think this has got to be the play. I mean, look at that. It's a big swing. You don't gain a huge amount from playing the scout. And then they got to do maths, which everyone knows maths is the hardest part of Gwent. So you've got to put your opponent in a position where they can fuck up the maths. If that's the case, then maybe we'll have a chance here. Not got much for round 3, which is not great news. They've got 4 more points coming in, -1, 3 points. So they actually need 21, which is quite a lot. I don't think they can do that with a single Talisman doesn't get there. Chimera doesn't get there. Should be a very interesting end to the game, I think. Albeit we've used quite a lot to get here. I don't think Yerden's enough either. There is the Yerden now.
Not your lucky day.
Okay,
Why
lovely.
don't train on
Card
the
up.
cone? I hate it.
That really helps. We might still be in trouble because they can manifest a lot of points, I think, in a short amount of time. But that's a pretty good result, I think. We've shortened the round against Swarm. We're a card up, although their leader might be worth more than ours. Maybe. For only 4 cards, it might be quite hard for them to get a huge amount of Swarm value in. So I'm feeling hopeful. Okay. Scout is really horrible at this stage. Mulligan it. Scythemen are not huge, but they're also not the worst. God, is Scytheman better than Sergeant? That's the real question here. I think we may need both of them, so I'll get rid of Scytheman. I think we need both in case of natural selection. I mean, our hand is pretty whack, but maybe we're getting there with Triss. Uprising value. I don't know, man. Couldn't tell you. Does it matter which one of these we go first? I think we'd rather they kill the Royal Guards.
King's Dower today.
I think we'd prefer that. So we'll play that and then Kedweni Sergeant. If they have double selection, that's when life gets really quite bad. So hopefully they don't. If they do, then what can you do? We just got outdrawn in the final round, right? Okay, yeah.
There'll be nothing
That's,
to pick
that's
up
quite a
when
lot of
I'm
points.
done with you.
That is quite a lot of points there, so... Okay, well, we've at least got Smoke 'em out now. I don't feel like I have a huge amount of points here. Oh god. Oh no, we're losing. 20 down, 20 points down. Chimera to come. Triss.
Just great.
Oh god. Oh, it's just such a better deck than ours, isn't it? It's sad. It's just so sad, but true. Oh, what can we do?
I killed for less.
We're just playing like very scuffed plays here towards the end, sadly. I think we're going to lose by quite a few points with that finish there. What the? 4 cards, 60 points with that's madness. And I'm over here with an extra card and I have no bloody units. Alright, I mean, what is best here? It's probably... It's got to be Smoke 'em out, right? I have a lot of points, but I don't think this is... I don't think it's nearly enough.
There's a time to reap, a
unfortunately
time
not.
to sow.
Ay, ay, ay. Losing by 6 when we were a card up. Oh, this was a truly failed experiment, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Some pretty close games, but this deck's not too good, I'll tell you that. Not too good at all. Ah well. Hopefully you enjoyed nonetheless. Hopefully you enjoy watching me just get crushed with suboptimal cards. I know I enjoy it thoroughly. I'm a bit of a masochist. Anyhow, have a great one. Subscribe for more videos as always, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.